So, Pastor Jerry Eze have reached out to Olori Naomi, and from what we are hearing, he is telling her that all this whole palace matters will definitely pass away. But one thing he expects of her is that she should not lose trust, she should not lose focus, she should just try by all means to be that person she has always been. That person that have made people to fall in love with her, that person that have made a lot of persons to like her. She should remain that person. And no matter what happens, no matter how this whole matter gets, and then she will begin to be worried and all of those things. Because when Apostle Selman spoke about this matter, there was something he said that was very crucial. That for Naomi to be able to maintain her cool, for her to to behave like nothing has happened in these past days or in these past years or months, it is recommendable. Yes, it is recommendable because there is no way, there is no way you would say that whatever is happening in the palace, it is not there. There is no way, because whatsoever is happening in the palace is visible to everybody. Everybody is seeing it. Everybody is seeing it. And anybody who would say that the person doesn't notice the fact that these women are fighting Naomi, then is a lie. Yeah, so this man came out to say all of these things, and it was indeed an awakening call to tell people that only Naomi is trying. But you see, this thing we call depression and the rest, they are real. You keep on attacking someone day after day, the person might get depressed and one thing or the other would happen. But Naomi does not exude those kind of characters. Naomi does not even appear like someone who would lose focus all of a sudden. No, she doesn't. Naomi is just one person whom, no matter what happens, she's there. Naomi does not have an issue. Naomi is Naomi. That is just it. So, this man became quite concerned to a point that he had to tell her that, see, who you are, just remain the person. Now, Pastor Jerry Eze have been dragged in recent times over Naomi's matter when Olori Toby came out to say that he is President Nikawo's father. The man could not help, but at least say what was on his mind. He told Toby that, see, we did not become Christians for us to be bullied. No, I did not become a Christian for you to drag me around on matters I know nothing of. Technically, that's what he was telling Toby. But if this man speaks too much, they will say, which kind pastor be this? Which kind pastor be this? Because you see how Pastor Abel Damina's stuff is going, and then Pastor Jerry has had to tell him that, man of God, maybe you should calm down. And at the moment he's made that statement, the first thing Olori Aderonke could say to him was, go and face Abel Damina. You people should settle the issues, the clashes or the issues you have before you come back to talk to the wives of Oni of Ife. So that means technically these women becoming Oni wives to the Oni of Ife, they have crossed boundaries to which some persons are not meant to talk to them. That is what she was trying to tell Pastor Jerry Eze, that they have reached that point where some persons cannot talk to them. But this particular Pastor Jerry Eze in question is a person whom, when the only feels things are not going well with Olivia Naomi, that's the person he calls. He calls him, come and settle, come and look into this matter. There was a time that the only became so worried about Naomi that he even had to call Pastor Jerry Eze and tell him that, see, this is it. Talk to her. And Pastor Jerry Eze called Olori Naomi, but then Naomi said no, she's fine. She just wants to be off some of the drama. She just wants to be off some of the crises. She doesn't want to be too involving at some point. So she was just being on her lane. So Pastor Jerry Eze could understand. And then people like Reverend Esther Ajayi, Reverend Funka Adejumo, Pastor Tibata, and Pastor Jeremiah, who constantly come out on these matters to speak about it, also know to a very large extent that Naomi is one person whom knows her place. Yes, Naomi knows her place, and she doesn't aim higher than who she is. She doesn't. And no matter how bad this whole matter would get, no matter how you think this whole matter would get, the end will shock all of us. I go talk every time. The end will shock all of us, because nobody is expecting that Naomi will return comfortably and come sit in the palace and nothing would happen. Nah, Now, these women would not take that. That is what we know. They would not take that. So now that they are not going to take that, what are they going to do? That is another question that is worth asking. Like now that Ronke have provoked everybody, she went ahead to make it look like only has some other benefits in having Olori Naomi as a wife. That is why he cannot let go. You understand that kind of a thing? He cannot let go. He cannot just say that, I surrender. The Olori Naomi has won. And all, no, 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 no. He can't, simply because he has other benefits attached to it. And from all indication, what are the benefits? That's the question the Oni has been asking. And then we don't know how the elders of Akure has seen the whole matter that they are believing, because if you would want to look at it the way the Oni have fought tirelessly for Naomi to return back into the palace, you'll be tempted to say that this woman is right too. Yes, she's right. You'll be tempted to say so. But she's not right. She's not even close to being right, because the Oni genuinely loves Naomi, and that is why the Oni wants Naomi back into the palace. Because us, that is what we are seeing. But them, they are seeing something else, and they are seeing something else, and this something else they are saying is not making sense. Neither is it adding up, because you cannot just wake up in a day and tell us that because of this or that is why someone wants his wife who has his son, which is apparently the heir apparent to the throne, back into the palace. You can't tell us that. It is way more than that. But right now, that is what Olori Aderonke have made a lot of people believe, and they are beginning to work with it. So my people, Pastor Jerry Eze have reached out to Olori Naomi to tell her that, see, don't be worried, don't cry, don't even bother yourself. What you are going to do is you are going to look into a brighter future, into a better you. That is what you are going to do. And you see this person you are that have made these women jealous. You are going to remain this person, and nothing will change that fact that you are who you are. They will just fight. They will only fight. They will only try to make sure that, and Naomi does not say the breaking of another day. Naomi, no, 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 no. They will only fight. But Olori Naomi will remain Olori Naomi. That is what the Oni is saying. Pastor Jerry is saying to Olori Naomi right now. And you see, as these whole things are, Naomi has people who are supporting her. Naomi has people who are praying for her. At the same time, she has people who are backing her up. But all of these other Olori, who is for there for them? Who is there for them? Nobody is there for them. They are just there causing wahala. Them, they are just there making sure that things doesn't go well with people. Them, their whole concern is make everything scatter, because they feel that if they cannot remain in the palace, then let every single thing go bad, so that everybody can return back to the person's normal, and nothing will happen again. Nobody will get any concern or all of those things. And people, at the end of the day, in this matter, it get as it be, it get as it be. And in as much as we cannot just conclude. Now for make we wait, see how the whole matter go play out.